Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Feel the tension melting from your shoulders, your neck, your face. Let your body grow heavy and relaxed, sinking into comfort with each gentle exhale. You find yourself standing on a sun-warmed terrace overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. The late afternoon sun bathes everything in golden light, warm and honey-colored, making the white walls of the villa behind you seem to glow from within. The villa is perched on a hillside, surrounded by olive groves and cypress trees that stand like dark green sentinels against the brilliant blue sky. Below, the sea stretches endlessly toward the horizon, its surface catching the light in 1,000 dancing points of brightness. The air is warm but not hot, carrying with it the scent of the sea salt and minerals and endless water. Mixed with it comes the fragrance of lavender from the garden, the perfume of jasmine climbing the villa walls, and the green scent of herbs growing in terracotta pots along the terrace edge. You're standing on old stone tiles, their surface smooth and warm beneath your bare feet. The tiles are a soft cream color, weathered by years of sun and rain, and they feel wonderful, solid, and sun-heated, radiating gentle warmth upward. The terrace is spacious and inviting, furnished simply but perfectly. A long wooden table sits in the dappled shade of a pergola covered with grapevines. The vines are heavy with leaves, creating patterns of light and shadow that shift gently in the occasional breeze. Small clusters of grapes hang here and there, still green but growing, promising sweetness to come. Along the low stone wall that edges the terrace, pots overflow with geraniums in shades of coral and pink, their petals bright against dark green leaves. Rosemary bushes grow between the pots, their woody stems spreading sideways, their narrow leaves silver green and fragrant when you brush past them. You move slowly across the terrace, toward a comfortable lounger positioned to face the sea. The lounger has thick cushions covered in faded blue fabric, soft from years of use, perfect for sinking into. You settle onto it, feeling it support your body completely, adjusting yourself until you're perfectly comfortable. From here, the view is extraordinary. The terrace overlooks a hillside of olive trees, their leaves silvery gray and shimmering as they move in the breeze. The trees are ancient, their trunks twisted and gnarled, shaped by centuries of wind and sun. Between the trees, the red earth shows through, dotted with wild herbs and small flowers. Beyond the olive grove, the land drops away more steeply, covered with scrubby vegetation and wild rosemary. Then comes the sea, beginning as a narrow band of turquoise where waves break against rocky shores, deepening to sapphire, then to the darkest blue-violet where the water is deepest. The sea is calm today, its surface moving in gentle swells that catch the light. Occasionally, a small fishing boat passes in the distance, white-painted and moving slowly, leaving a wake that spreads outward in a V-shape before dissolving back into the sea. You close your eyes for a moment, just feeling the sun is warm on your skin but not too hot. The breeze comes and goes, each gust bringing coolness and the scent of the sea. You can hear the faint sound of waves far below, a rhythmic susurration that blends with the rustle of olive leaves and the occasional call of a bird. When you open your eyes again, you notice how the light is beginning to change. The sun has moved lower in the sky, and its light has taken on a richer, more golden quality. Everything it touches seems painted in honey and amber: the villa walls, the olive trees, the stone terrace, your own skin. A small lizard appears on the terrace wall, emerald green and quick, pausing in a patch of sunlight. It does a series of push-ups, a territorial display, then freezes, basking in the warmth. You watch it peacefully, this small, perfect creature going about its simple life. On a small table beside your lounger sits a glass of cool water, condensation beating on its surface. You take a sip, feeling the coolness spread through you, refreshing and perfect. The glass is simple, slightly thick, the kind that's been made in this region for centuries. Beside the water glass sits a bowl of fruit figs, so ripe they've split slightly, revealing their pink centers. Small purple grapes with a dusty bloom on their skin. Apricots that smell of sunshine and sweetness. You take a fig, its skin soft and giving beneath your fingers, and taste it. The flavor is intense, sweet, and complex, sun-ripened to perfection. You settle back again, feeling even more relaxed now, more at peace. Your body is heavy with contentment, your muscles loose and warm from the sun. Each breath comes easily, naturally, without thought or effort. The afternoon continues, its slow progression toward evening. The sun moves lower, degree by imperceptible degree, and the quality of light continues to shift and deepen. The sky, which was brilliant blue, begins to show hints of other colors. Pale yellow near the horizon, the faintest suggestion of pink. Swallows appear, swooping and diving over the terrace, catching insects invisible to you. Their flight is joyful and acrobatic, full of sudden turns and steep dives. They call to each other in high, sweet voices, celebrating the evening, the warmth, the simple pleasure of flight. You notice a cat emerging from the villa, a sleek creature with gray fur and yellow eyes. It stretches elaborately, first its front legs, then its back legs, then arches its spine and yawns. The cat picks its way delicately across the terrace and jumps onto the wall, where it settles into a patch of remaining sunlight, tucking its paws beneath its body and closing its eyes to slits. The breeze picks up slightly, and you hear the soft tinkling of wind chimes somewhere in the villa, small bells that create a gentle, random melody. The sound is peaceful, blending with the other sounds of the evening. The waves, the swallows' calls, the grapevine leaves overhead rustle and sway, creating ever-changing patterns of light and shadow on the terrace tiles. You watch these patterns shift and dance, mesmerized by the play of light, by the simple beauty of leaves moving in wind. The sun continues its descent, and now the colors in the sky are unmistakable. The blue is deepening, and where it meets the horizon, there are bands of gold, apricot, pale pink. The sea reflects these colors, its surface becoming a mirror for the sky, doubling the beauty. You feel yourself relaxing even more deeply, your breathing slowing to match the peaceful rhythm of the waves below. The gentle swaying of the olive trees, the slow turning of the earth toward night. A bell rings somewhere in the distance, a church bell in the village you glimpsed far below when you first arrived. It rings slowly, marking the hour, the sound floating up the hillside and washing over you like a blessing. 5 chimes, each one clear and resonant, each one fading slowly into silence before the next one sounds. The light is golden now, rich and warm, painting everything it touches with beauty. The white walls of the villa glow amber, the olive trees shimmer with backlit leaves. The sea has become liquid gold, almost too bright to look at directly. You close your eyes against the brightness, and behind your eyelids you see the afterimage of the sun-warm orange fading to red, pulsing gently. When you open your eyes again, the sun has dropped another degree toward the horizon, and the colors in the sky have deepened. A woman appears from inside the villa carrying a tray. She's unhurried, moving with the calm grace of someone who has lived her whole life at this pace. She sets the tray on the table, a simple meal of bread, olive oil, cheese, tomatoes, still warm from the garden. She smiles at you, says something in a language you don't understand, but whose meaning is clear: it, rest, enjoy. Then she disappears back into the villa's cool interior. But you're not hungry yet. You're too relaxed, too content, too absorbed in the beauty of the evening unfolding around you. The food can wait. This moment cannot. The sun is touching the horizon now, a perfect circle of brilliant orange gold sinking into the sea. The sky around it is a symphony of color, deep, gold melting into orange, orange bleeding into pink, pink fading to lavender, lavender dissolving into the deepening blue above. The sea has become molten, a pathway of light stretching from the sun directly to you, broken only by the gentle swells. The colors reflect and dance on the water's surface, gold and orange and pink and violet, all shifting and changing with each movement of the waves. The swallows have gone to their nests now, and in their place, bats have emerged. Their flight more erratic but equally graceful. They swoop and turn, catching moths attracted to the villa's lights, which have begun to glow softly from within the building. The cat on the wall remains motionless, except for the slow curl and uncurl of its tail, watching the evening with slitted eyes, perfectly content. You watch as the sun sinks lower, half of it now below the horizon, the colors in the sky intensifying as if someone is turning up a dimmer switch on the world's beauty. The orange deepens to scarlet, the pink glows more vividly, the lavender becomes almost purple. The air is cooling now just slightly, and the breeze carries a different quality, the first breath of evening, fresh and clean. But you're still warm, still comfortable, your body holding the heat of the day like a stone holds the sun's warmth. The olive trees have turned to silhouettes against the colorful sky, their shapes mysterious and beautiful. The cypress trees are dark pillars, and the villa behind you glows with warm interior light from its windows, soft yellow rectangles that promise comfort and rest when you're ready. 3/4 of the sun has disappeared now, just a curve of brilliant orange remaining visible. The colors are at their most intense, the entire western sky, a canvas of impossible beauty, each shade blending seamlessly into the next. The waves continue their eternal rhythm against the shore below, and you realize your breathing has synchronized with them as a wave gathers out as it breaks and dissolves, in again as the next wave forms. It's effortless, natural, the rhythm of the sea becoming your rhythm. The final sliver of sun slips below the horizon, and for a moment the sky seems to hold its breath. Then the colors begin their slow fade, remaining beautiful but gentling, softening, preparing for the transition to night. The first star appears in the deepening blue overhead, then another, then several more, winking into existence like small silver lamps being lit, one by one, across the vast expanse of sky. The sea has darkened to indigo, its surface still catching some light from the sky, still moving in those gentle rhythmic swells. A light appears on the distant shore, then another, small villages coming to life as evening settles in. Behind you, more lights come on in the villa. You hear quiet sounds, the clink of dishes, water running, soft footsteps on tile floors. Someone is preparing dinner, moving without hurry through the familiar rituals of evening. The terrace is now lit by soft lamplights, small lanterns that cast a warm golden glow without being bright enough to disturb the gathering darkness. Moths flutter around the lights and the bats continue their acrobatic feeding, swooping close but never touching you. The air has cooled more noticeably now, and you feel pleasantly warm under it, your body radiating the heat it absorbed during the long, lazy afternoon. It's the perfect temperature, cool enough to be refreshing, warm enough to be comfortable. More stars appear, and more, until the sky is dusted with them. You recognize constellations, the Big Dipper, Cassiopeia, but there are so many stars here, far from city lights, that the familiar patterns are almost lost in the abundance. The moon rises, a waxing crescent, delicate and bright. It hangs above the sea, casting a silver pathway on the water that rivals the golden one the sun created. The moon's light is gentler, cooler, more mysterious than the sun's warmth, but equally beautiful. You lie on your lounger, perfectly comfortable, perfectly relaxed, watching the stars emerge and the moon rise and the sea continue its eternal movement. Time has lost all meaning. There is only this moment, stretching out peacefully without beginning or end. The sounds of the evening surround you: waves, breeze, leaves, the distant bark of a dog in the valley, the soft murmur of voices from inside the villa. All of it blends into a peaceful symphony, a lullaby played by the world itself. Your eyelids are heavy now, weighted by the peace of the evening, by the complete relaxation of your body, by the beauty you've witnessed. When you close them, you see the colors of the sunset still painted on the darkness: orange and pink and gold and violet, slowly fading, slowly dissolving into peaceful darkness. The cushions beneath you are so soft, so perfectly comfortable. The air is the perfect temperature. The sounds are all soothing. The scent of jasmine and lavender and sea air surrounds you like a fragrant blanket. You feel yourself drifting, floating on the evening air, supported by the peace of this place. The Mediterranean villa holds you safely, cradled on its hillside above the ancient sea, protected by olive trees and warmed by stones that have absorbed 1,000 sunsets. The stars shine on the moon climbs higher. The sea continues its patient rhythm. The cat purrs softly on its wall. The breeze whispers through the leaves, and you rest completely at peace, held in the gentle embrace of this perfect evening at the edge of the sea. Rest now on your terrace overlooking the water. Rest in the warmth of sun-heated stones. Rest in the scent of jasmine and lavender. Rest in the rhythm of the waves. Rest in the light of stars and moon. Rest in the peace of the Mediterranean evening. Rest in perfect comfort and safety. Rest in this moment outside of time. Rest in the beauty all around you. Rest in deep peace. Rest now. Rest. May your sleep be as peaceful as a Mediterranean sunset, and your dreams as gentle as waves on a distant shore.